This is Ben. He sells gym clothes, and he makes $600 million a year doing it. You're gonna love this story. Rewind to 2011. Ben's going to school and dabbling in startups on the side. Now, he's a bodybuilder, so he's focusing mostly on fitness. First, he builds this workout app, and that flops. Next, he tries to sell supplements. Again, it bombs. And then he notices something kind of weird. You see, all his workout clothes are crap. They're too baggy, they're too basic, and they're just not designed for lifters like him. So he decides to make something for himself. He buys a sewing machine, he watches some YouTube videos, and then he stitches together this tracksuit. And it actually fits kind of great. He figures other people might want to wear this thing too. This might be the perfect thing to sell. And this is where the story gets good. So Ben teams up with his buddy Lewis, and they start plotting out this new apparel business. And they call it GymShark. The guys throw up a website and they send their gear to some influencers, and the brand is starting to make some noise. People kind of like it, but they got to go bigger. They got to pour some fuel on the fire. So they buy a booth at this big fitness trade show, and they invite those influencers to hang out with them. And then things explode. GymShark sells $40,000 worth of gear in that day, and this is just the beginning. Ben drops out of university and goes all in on this GymShark startup, tripling down on a couple key tactics and driving huge ROI. First, they build hype with limited edition drops that sell out in hours. They team up with mega influencers to represent the brand. They stay 100% direct to consumer even when retailers are begging GymShark to sell in their stores. It's all working. In 2018, sales crossed $100 million, and they've grown plenty more since then. You know, GymShark's rise looks like a rocket ship from the outside, and it kind of was after a few failures. You see, Ben had already failed at a bunch of stuff before GymShark took place. And so you can look at it and say, oh, this company was a huge success from day one. Sure, if you start the clock from 1 or 2 or 3 years in, everything looks like an overnight success, but there were plenty of bruises along the way. And even when the company was doing well, their website was crashing at the worst times. They screwed up deliveries. There were plenty of manufacturing blips. But all along, they had so much customer love, and that keeps you in business through good times and bad. Today, GymShark is valued at $1.5 billion, and people are still lining up to buy this stuff. If you like this kind of stuff, then you'll love my podcast, Making It with Jon Davids. Check it out here.